feeling?
We feel great. I couldn't have been partnered up with a better human being. You're an awesome man, and you're brilliant. And I think Team R&B is here to stay. We're going to make our album. We're going to Vegas in the fall.
Boone, hold on tight. It's about to get crazy.
That's right.
But, you know, Robin and Dom, you two have been kind of bickering like a couple of siblings all season long.
Well, that's because I like him. He reminds me of young me. You know, he's confident. He's got some swagger in his step, you
Thanks.
know. Yeah, and he knows
Dom,
what he's
that's
doing.
nice.
That's very nice. I'm honored.
Yeah, he's a great kid, so I just like messing with him.
Thank you.
Aww.
Because you're.
All right,
Thank you.
Rick Masters, who won this challenge and will be crowned the Holiday Bricktacular champions?
Moment of truth.
The Celebrity Lego Masters Holiday Bricktacular champion is Robin and Boone.
We are the Celebrity Lego Masters Holiday Bricktacular champions. That's a title.
Yes. You have won $20,000 for your charity, the American Red Cross. You've also won this, the most festive trophy in all the land. How do you guys feel right now?
I had such a good time with my brophy, and now we get to go home with the trophy.
Awesome.
Come on up here and get your trophy.
Is it our time now? It's our time now. I have enjoyed every minute of it. I've enjoyed the company, I've enjoyed the challenges, and now I've turned into an amateur Lego maniac. And mostly I enjoyed getting $20,000 in the Red Cross pocket.
Having the opportunity to be a part of the Holiday Bricktacular is really a dream come true.
And leave home with a W. But the trophy's going to my house.
Vanessa and Natalie, because it's the holiday season and we don't want anyone to leave here empty-handed, we here at Lego Masters will be donating $10,000 to breast cancer research in your name.
Yes. Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
And thank you to everyone watching at home. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Now it's time for us to go and hit the bricks.
Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, Maine legislators reached a deal on a heating relief package for Mainers following a public hearing demanded by some Senate Republicans. The top Republican in the Maine Senate voted to advance the heating aid package. The proposed bill would grant $450 in energy assistance to qualifying Mainers. It also sets aside $71 million for other heating and housing aid programs, including $21 million for emergency housing assistance. The bill is largely funded by an expected state surplus. Those in favor of the bill all spoke about the urgent need for energy cost relief due to the state's rising costs of electricity and heating.
All of this will add to this winter's misery as Maine consumers, especially those low-income consumers, face energy prices that are extraordinarily high.
The energy relief checks should go out in late January if the legislature approves it when they reconvene on January 4th. Meanwhile, police have arrested a person in connection with a bank robbery in Bangor on Tuesday. Sergeant Jason McAmbley says Bangor police detectives arrested 32-year-old Donovan Steen of Bangor a little before 11 this morning. Steen was located near the Dysarts in Herman and taken into custody without incident. He's being charged with robbery. Bangor police credit the public with a series of tips after the release of the robbery suspect's photo that quickly identified Steen as the suspect. Local, state, and federal authorities arrested a wanted Massachusetts man following a standoff at a Waterville residence. According to Maine State Police, a search warrant was executed at 224 County Road after information indicated that 31-year-old Diego Martinez was hiding there. Martinez had been sought by multiple Maine law enforcement agencies for a variety of warrants stemming from drug trafficking, kidnapping, and illegally possessing firearms. The state police tactical team and crisis negotiation team attempted to make contact with Martinez for several hours before entering the residence. They located Martinez hiding in an attic space created to avoid detection and then placed him under arrest. 34-year-old Ryan Lukes of Waterville and 41-year-old Talene Blakesley of Winslow were also found hiding with Martinez. They were also taken into custody. Martinez is charged with refusing to submit to arrest as well as creating a police standoff, in addition to his 4 outstanding Maine warrants. It's been a busy 24 hours for firefighters in Washington County. Last night, crews from multiple towns were called to a structure fire at 91 Court Street in Machias. The house is still standing but was heavily damaged. Firefighters were on the scene all night trying to put out the flames. And today, Eastport firefighters were called to a fully involved structure fire on Bartlett Lane in Quoddy Village. Crews from Perry and Pleasant Point were called in to assist. The Maine Public Utilities Commission denied a petition for relief from high electricity bills. The petition was filed by the Office of the Public Advocate earlier this month in response to the recently approved rate increase to the standard offer service. The OPA requested that low-income homes be granted a one-time $75 bill credit for the offset to the first 3 months of the rate increase. Officials say the petition was struck down because the PUC did not believe they had the authority to grant the request.
For all Mainers this winter, it's going to be a very tough winter for energy prices, whether it's oil, gas, electricity. All of them are headed in the wrong direction, and particularly for the low income.
Maine's public advocate says although the PUC denied the request, he and his office will continue to look for ways to get relief to low-income households. Maine's congressional delegation and Governor Mills spoke to the media about the provision that's been included in the omnibus spending package under consideration by the House and Senate that delays any further cuts or new regulations for the Maine lobster industry for 6 years. Senator Angus King stressed that one of the major goals of the provision and a 6-year regulation pause is more research, which should include better tracking of where the right whale is present.
I'm most interested in the data. And one of the most frustrating things about this is that the lobster industry was, in effect, sentenced to economic death based upon no evidence, no proof. And I understand you want to be careful, particularly when you're dealing with an endangered species, but there should be some data to back up such a draconian result.
Congressman Jared Golden said that the Maine delegation worked hand in hand with stakeholders in Maine to speak with members of Congress about the importance of the lobster industry and to find a remedy. He said Maine's delegation represents a wide range of political ideologies, but that he's proud of how they came together.
We all did it because it was the right thing to do for the lobstermen, for their families, for the communities that they live in and that they hold up. They're so vital to the economy as well as the economy of the state. So we did the right thing for the state of Maine, and that's really what it's all about. And I just want to thank everyone for that. And of course, knocking on wood, we'll get this thing passed this week and get home to Maine.
Senator Susan Collins also commented on funding that's also part of the provision. It includes a possible authorization for up to $50 million every year for the next 10 years that would fund research, data collection, and technology development. She said she and her colleagues will work to ensure that money goes to groups that will be doing that invaluable work. And Collins said the future amounts remain to be determined, but that she wants to ensure the funding goes to entities that will actively help save the right whale and the lobster industry. It'll be voted on this week. Well, meanwhile, after a 5-year, $20 million campaign, Life Flight of Maine completes the fleet. The organization says they now have 3 upgraded critical care helicopters. Life Flight of Maine says having these 3 identical choppers creates a standardization that's important for pilots, clinical crews, and mechanics who work across the fleet. The helicopters also have greater power and speed, as well as a bigger interior and the latest aviation tools. Life Flight of Maine says this means more patients will be helped in the years to come.
These new aircraft with their advanced avionics can fly in better and different weather conditions, so that's more patients served more safely, for, all the people of Maine.
I see the good work that they do every single day, and to have them have the most state-of-the-art equipment to help them do their job, to take care of the patients is really wonderful.
Life Flight Foundation says 7,500 donors came together to make this possible. The public comment periods are now open on the wording of 2 ballot questions. The Bureau of Corporations, Elections, and Commissions has certified 2 citizens' initiatives. The first is an act to create the Pine Tree Power Company, a nonprofit, customer-owned utility. It reads, quote, "Do you want to create a new quasi-governmental-owned power company governed by an elected board to acquire and operate existing electricity transmission and distribution facilities in Maine?" The second is a ballot question for campaign spending restrictions, legislation by foreign governments. It reads, quote, "Do you want to ban foreign governments and entities that they own, control, or influence from making campaign contributions or financing communications for or against candidates or ballot questions?" The Secretary of State's office will be taking public comment till January 20th. Comments will be accepted online, through email, by mail, or in person. The Penobscot County Commissioner's Office awarded close to $3.5 million to projects across the county on Tuesday. $2.2 million went to Penquis, $600,000 to Fresh Start Recovery Homes, $500,000 to the Maine Discovery Museum, and $100,000 to the Bangor Public Library. The organizations that were awarded the funds were chosen for the difference that they've made in Penobscot region in several areas, including workforce development, affordable housing, and childcare.
The end result is to take these dollars and make it productive in the end, and really kind of give people an opportunity to better themselves, everybody, and on as equitable a basis as we possibly can.
And some good news, there's still more money to be allocated, and any organization interested should visit the Penobscot County Commissioner's website for more information on how to apply. And a pretty calm day outside today, but as we all are anticipating, there is a system heading our way for the weekend, and it's going to be a busy weekend for travel. So let's take a break and turn things over for a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much. Our first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, let's talk about these temperatures. Look how cold it is all across the country. Look at the plains, upper plains, 20 degrees below zero. That doesn't even include that feels like temperature, so lots of cold air all across the country. Luckily for us, though, it is not too bad. We're just seeing some 20s and 30s around the area, so pretty mild for this time of year. Our high today was hovering around 31 degrees, a little above freezing by the coast, of course, with that warmer waters. Winds are calm, nada for winds right now, but massive changes are on the way. We're actually going to have wind gusts close to 50 miles an hour closer to the weekend, especially by Friday. Partly to mostly cloudy skies at the moment, but a lot more rain will be moving in. Tonight, though, we'll see temperatures hovering in those upper teens to lower 20s.
All right, Conrad, thanks so much. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, how the Families First Community Center in Ellsworth is helping Maine families get back on their feet. And Governor Mills helped celebrate Hanukkah by lighting a menorah at the State House. We'll have those stories and much more local news after this short break.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
Great things are always cooking at the Ground. New menu, new specials, with an amazing variety of choices for every taste. Good times, great service, and amazing food. Only at your locally owned Ground. Odland Road, Bangor.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
It's Battle of the Ages.
These old geezers better work.
This old guy's here to play.
This is a joke. Hell's Kitchen, Battle of the Ages, Thursday on Fox.
Coming up on Good Morning Maine, it's Thursday, which means we'll have your Pet of the Week from Bangor Humane Society. Plus, we'll hear how peanut allergy treatments are evolving thanks to the latest research. These stories alongside your local sports updates and the radar weather forecast on all that rain we're supposed to see at the end of the week. We'll be right up.
Welcome back. A young patient at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center recently became the first person in Maine to take part in a particular treatment to reduce her allergic reaction to peanuts. Our Matthew Jurancic has more.
For most people with peanut allergies, they often live in constant fear of eating or touching something that would most likely result in an allergic reaction. However, 7-year-old Avery Farnsworth is providing hope for what seems like a never-ending struggle for so many.
We're very blessed to have that happen. We have been very nerve-wracked for most of her life, and now knowing that we can safely go to all those places without that fear, as greatly as it was, is very confident.
The treatment lasts more than 6 months with constant monitoring. Doses start at 3 milligrams, and after each visit, gradually increase the dose level to help kids become more tolerant to peanuts and eventually enjoy peanut-based products.
Starting with this very small dose of peanut powder, and then we gradually increase the dose to reach about 1 peanut protein level, which is 300 milligrams.
Despite the success, the Farnsworths say there have been, and still continues to be, some struggles with Avery taking her medicine.
Taking this medication has been an adventure for all of us. Her biggest struggle with the medication is that the texture and the taste of it, because she's never consumed peanut before. She just doesn't know what it tastes like. Getting her to take it every night has been difficult because there are some nights she just doesn't want to take it.
Avery can now say she is the first Mainer to participate in this groundbreaking program, and her mother recommends Dr. Lee's treatment to other families dealing with this issue.
I would encourage patients, kids ages 4 to 17 are able to do this program. Anaphylaxis is scary, and any reaction is scary, and having this little bit of protection, or at least something that will give you time to react, is very important.
Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
More than a year after opening up, a Maine community center has given families a place to call home. David Ledford has more.
The Families First Community Center in Ellsworth is helping Maine families to get back on their feet. Since March of 2021, the organization has been providing homeless families with a place to stay. According to Shayna Frazier, the executive director of Families First, the center now offers new programs that give residents much more than just a roof over their heads.
Our goal is that when our residents leave here, that they are more self-sustainable, that they have a savings account set up, that they have a driver's license.
Frazier says that the on-site programming includes parenting classes, cooking classes, and even Tai Chi. In an effort to make it easier for residents to attend these programs, the center provides on-site daycare, which is open to anyone in need. Occupants at the center say that these opportunities have made a difference in their lives.
The program has definitely changed my life. It's just been really helpful in trying to achieve my goals in life, and I've gotten very far since then.
In addition to these programs, Fraser says that the center will be offering free gifts in the days leading up to Christmas for those who are unable to buy their own. According to Fraser, this is only possible thanks to the generosity of community members.
We've had some awesome people show up and donate a lot to it. People are going to be able to come in and get gifts for their kids from the community.
The center currently has 6 apartment units housing families and hopes to continue to grow in the future. For information on how to donate and help homeless Mainers, visit familiesfirstellsworth.org.
That was our David Ledford reporting. Meanwhile, Governor Mills helped celebrate Hanukkah by lighting a menorah at the State House today. The governor said the symbol of light and resilience is a welcome sight in homes all across the state of Maine.
The lights and symbols of Hanukkah are especially poignant this year when we see an increase, a sharp increase across this country of anti-Semitic actions and rhetoric. This year and every year, may the menorah remind us of the perseverance and the enduring light and flame of the Jewish people.
Said it was appropriate to light candles in homes across Maine on the shortest day of the year. Looking forward to those days getting longer, and a happy Hanukkah to all who celebrate. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, winter weather alerts are in effect for millions of Americans as much of the U.S. braces for bitter cold temperatures and heavy snow. And the Biden administration announces it will release doses of prescription flu medicine from the Strategic National Stockpile as states deal with cases of the flu, COVID, and RSV. Those stories and much more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
People always ask me, what's the best mattress? Well, the best mattress for me isn't necessarily the best mattress for you. Bridget and our Sleep Techs will fit you to the perfect mattress. So if you're going to spend a third of your life sleeping on it, shouldn't it be the one for you?
Oh, that's normal.
This holiday season, get 2.9% APR for 48 months plus $500 trade assist cash on a new 2023 Forte.
Whether you're thinking of getting your first tattoo or building onto your collection of skin art,
Disconnected Tattoo and Art Company in Ellsworth provides the safest and most comfortable tattoo and piercing experience.
at Disconnected Tattoo, we'll combine your vision with our art to create something special that will last the test of time.
Don't trust your personal body art to anyone else.
Call Disconnected Tattoo today to schedule your consultation.
Or check out our Facebook page.
Disconnected Tattoo and Art Company in Ellsworth.
Wings, Wings, Wings is hiring, hiring, hiring.
Come work at Wings, Wings, Wings.
Wings is #1.
Wings does case management.
Bring hope to families by working at Wings, Wings, Wings.
I work at Wings.
I work at Wings.
Come work at Wings.
Wings, Wings, Wings. Ranked one of the best places to work in Maine for the last 5 years in a row.
Say goodbye to lag times and death spirals with our crazy fast fiber internet. At GoNet Speed, we've dropped our prices on fiber. That means hello to fast fiber internet starting at just $49.95 per month. Or go up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, for only $69.95 a month. The lowest prices we've ever offered. No contract, no hidden fees, no joke. Visit GoNetspeed.com to check availability in your area.
You know what's really interesting? Our customers are just so surprised Bridget didn't recommend just the most expensive mattress. That's because she recommends a series of mattresses that'll fit you at different prices. Come in and meet Bridget.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Hours after meeting with President Joe Biden at the White House, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addresses a joint meeting of Congress. Fox's Madeline Rivera has more on his remarks from Washington.
A passionate call to defend democracy from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Capitol Hill tonight.
This battle cannot be frozen or postponed. It cannot be ignored.
In his first trip out of Ukraine since the war with Russia started 10 months ago, President Volodymyr Zelensky stood before a
It looks like we're having some issues with that story right now. We'll try to bring it back to you in a moment here. But in the meantime, the triple-demic is putting a strain on healthcare providers and pharmacies all over the U.S. Fox's Alexis McAdams has that story.
The Biden administration says it will release doses of prescription flu medicine from the Strategic National Stockpile, making millions of treatments available. It comes at a critical time as hospitals across the country are being hit hard with a spike in flu, COVID, and RSV cases. And even though the winter season is far from over, almost every state is already reporting high numbers of flu cases. According to the CDC, at least 15 million people have been infected with the flu, which has led to more than 150,000 hospitalizations and at least 9,000 deaths.
In the ERs, you have hallway patients, which there aren't enough rooms to house the patients coming in. So we open up corridors in the hallways.
As hospitals deal with triple-demic patients, an overwhelming need for children's pain relievers and fever reducers has left the over-the-counter shelves empty.
No one was forecasting the spike in demand that we've seen in the last few months.
The demand for medication like Tylenol and Motrin forcing big stores like CVS and Walgreens to put strict limits on the purchase of children's pain relief products. For parents, that shortage could not have come at a worse time.
My daughter has, since I want to say December 10th, been sick with various things, and most recently an ear infection. So it's, convenient to be able to just pick up something. So when you run out or you're only limited, you're kind of risking the chance of what if they get sick.
Health experts say if you can't find your go-to brand, you can look for a generic version of the medication. Reporting in New York, I'm Alexis McAdams, Fox News.
All right, and meanwhile, millions of Americans are heading out for the holidays, but an Arctic blast is threatening those plans. Some states are already experiencing brutal temperatures. Fox Weather's Will Nunley has that story.
Freezing cold temperatures are settling in across the country, putting millions of people under weather alerts. Parts of the northern plains and Midwest began seeing snow on Wednesday afternoon. Forecasters expect wind chills to drop as low as 70 degrees below zero. Across the region, emergency shelters have opened for people in need of food or warmth. Local officials urge folks to stay inside, warning frostbite can happen within minutes.
If you have to be outdoors, it is important to wear loose, layered, warm clothes. Keep your head, hands, and feet covered when outdoors and watch for signs of frostbite.
By the weekend, the bitter cold will stretch as far south as Florida. Here in Texas, the state's power grid will face a major test nearly 2 years after a historic freeze knocked out power to millions of customers.
The grid is ready and reliable. We expect to have sufficient generation to meet demand throughout this entire winter weather event.
The brutal conditions are hitting in the middle of a busy holiday travel season. Some major airports are already reporting delays and cancellations. Airlines expect more disruptions in the coming days as crews work to de-ice planes and clear runways. Folks across the country have been scrambling to get out on earlier flights.
We ended up rescheduling and getting everything figured out. Sounds like every single hour counts in trying to figure out when you're going to get home.
Officials urge people to have emergency kits at the ready, especially if you have to go outside. In Dallas, Texas, Will Nunley, Fox Weather.
Meanwhile, the battle over lifting Title 42 is going into overtime as the Biden administration and Republican attorneys general wait for the Supreme Court to decide what to do over Title 42. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
Alongside Texas National Guard members, there are 23,000 agents amassing on the southern border, according to the White House. The administration is asking the Supreme Court, which has delayed lifting Title 42, to wait until after the long Christmas weekend so they have more time to get ready for an influx of migrants.
The federal government's been really a great partner to us to give us the resources that we need. So we are prepared whether Title 42 is lifted or not.
Title 42 was supposed to be lifted midnight Wednesday, but 19 Republican state attorneys general made an emergency appeal to Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts to delay. In their response to the appeal, the administration admitted there will be some disruptions at the border, but that, quote, The solution to that immigration problem cannot be to extend indefinitely a public health measure that all now acknowledge has outlived its public health justification. Border Patrol advocates say lifting the order will encourage a rush at the southern border, where migrants have been gathering. According to Tennessee Republicans, Immigration and Customs Enforcement is planning to send single adult detainees across the country, including into their state, as the migrants await their immigration hearings.
This is what happens when you do not abide by the rule of law, when you do not secure your border, when you do not have a plan.
Next month, President Biden is planning a trip to Mexico City. Migration is expected to be a top issue. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
Meanwhile, hours after meeting with President Joe Biden at the White House, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed a joint meeting of Congress. Fox's Madeline Rivera brings us that story.
A passionate call to defend democracy from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Capitol Hill tonight.
This battle cannot be frozen or postponed. It cannot be ignored.
In his first trip out of Ukraine since the war with Russia started 10 months ago, President Volodymyr Zelensky stood before a joint meeting of Congress, outlining why the U.S. should continue supporting the war efforts.
Your money is not charity. It's an investment in the global security and democracy that we handle in the most responsible way.
Zelensky pleading for more weapons, battle tanks, and armored vehicles. Some of those requests are already going through. Ahead of a meeting with Zelensky at the White House, the Biden administration announced another military aid package worth more than $1.8 billion.
American people are prepared to have us stand up to bullies. Stand up for freedom.
And a notable moment, Zelensky presenting Congress with a flag given to him from soldiers fighting on the front lines of Bakhmut.
This flag is a symbol of our victory. In this war, we stand, we fight, and we will win because we are united. Ukraine, America, and the entire free world.
Zelensky's address comes as Congress votes on a massive spending bill that includes $45 billion in aid for Ukraine. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, teachers at Herman Middle School are greeting students all week by serenading them with Christmas carols. And in sports, Newport's Cooper Flagg makes headlines again, this time joining the ranks of a few NBA legends. We'll explain. Stay with us.
Roman and Ricochet face Imperium in a Miracle on 34th Street fight plus a tag team title match. An all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
Interest rates are on the rise and making waves in the real estate market. Buying or selling? You need a navigator. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Winter's coming to New England. Get ready with Ford F-Series. No power? No problem. Because Ford F-150 becomes a mobile generator with available Pro Power onboard. And Super Duty keeps plowing ahead with the muscle you need to tame the elements. So when winter bites, bite back with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Now returning lessees drive home a 2022 F-150 for $369 a month or get no payments for 90 days with 3.9% financing for 72 months.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
When you drive drunk, you don't know what you might lose. Freedom and reputation, financial stability, your life, and the lives of others.
Please.
Please. Please. Please. Please.
Don't drink and drive.
Merry Christmas from Bangor Neon, a family-operated business since 1948 offering everything from neon and lighted signs to vehicle lettering and menu boards. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Katahdin General Store family. Stop by the KG for all your holiday essentials. From the entire team at Twin City Tire and Service, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Homes are selling in a single day. The real work happens well before. I'm Holly Taylor, and I have the expertise to guide you through your home improvements. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Christmas is just days away, and shoppers are out in the stores getting that last-minute shopping done before the big holiday. Fox's Rose Schmidt has more.
It's the time of year for family, friends, and food. But the grocery store frenzy is coming a few days ahead of schedule.
I think that everybody's in line, getting their things, getting lots of stuff, beating the storm so they don't have to go out tomorrow.
You put off other things. I'm supposed to be wrapping presents today. That was on the agenda, but no, we're shopping instead.
These shoppers buying the holiday essentials and then some.
She's the cheesecake queen.
As they stock up before the storm.
I bought stuff for sandwiches. We're going to be traveling during the storm. We're hoping we don't get caught in too much.
And not just groceries, but gifts.
Christmas literally came out of the blue, so I'm just trying to go get some stuff for my family.
Shoppers at the Mall of America encountering other shoppers with the same idea.
The wait, like 20 minutes.
And if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that Minnesotans are unfortunately used to this.
So this weather is not for me.
But that doesn't make it any easier.
Actually, the stores are good. The parking lots are tough.
Seeing a lot of that now. Well, teachers at Herman Middle School are in the holiday spirit, so much so that they can't help but sing. The teachers are greeting students all week by serenading them with Christmas carols when they arrive. The educators say they thought it would be a nice way to start out the holiday week, and the students, they seem to agree.
Well, I think it's really awesome that they're doing this for the kids. It also brings a lot of Christmas cheer.
I sent an email out to staff to see if they join us, and it's kind of just taken off.
We thought maybe we'd get 2 or 3 people joining us out here, but as you can see, we got a whole bunch, and we just thought it would be a fun thing to do as vacation is coming up.
Some of the songs students have been welcomed with include Jingle Bells, Let It Snow, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Some absolute classics there, and glad to see them all getting in the holiday spirit. Meanwhile, our full forecast is coming up. You don't want to miss it. Some weather on our way, so stay with us.
Winds are calm outside right now, but this is the calm before the storm. Literally, winds are going to be really increasing. When does that low pressure system arrive? I'll have all the answers and more coming up.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
If you've been injured in a serious accident, the insurance company is not your friend. Don't accept their low-ball offer. Make the call to a fighter, a serious law firm with the knowledge and experience to know what your case may really be worth. Go after every dollar you are entitled to. Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call Joe, the law offices of Joe Bornstein. Maine lawyers working for Maine people.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hampton.
DePaul.
Oh my goodness!
Creighton.
How big time is he?
Christmas Day at 4:30 Eastern on Fox.
And welcome back, everyone. It is a Wednesday. Our main weather today is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studios in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. All right, look at all these watches and advisories up in the area. We do have some high wind watches in effect until the morning hours on Saturday. That's for the strong winds coming in, close to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Some flood watches are also posted as this low pressure system is going to bring a lot of rain. Couple inches of rainfall will be likely. Winds are pretty calm right now, but they're going to really start to increase, especially by Friday time frame as another low pressure system starts to move in. This time it's going to be more of a rain event as temperatures are going to go up. We're going to be back into the 50s, but look at the morning hours on Friday. 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts all across the area, and then it's going to continue to increase. We do have some partly to mostly cloudy skies right now, and not much going on across the state. A couple of flurries up north, but this is all very light and scattered at the moment. Our next low pressure system moving in is right about here. All of this snow right now, that is going to continue to intensify overnight tonight, and then especially by tomorrow. This low pressure system is going to be massive. It's going to bring a lot of snow, a lot of wind, and a good amount of rainfall, especially for us here in town. So we're going to get a little snow and rain mix at the start, and then quickly transitioning to a rain event by the morning hours on Friday, continuing all throughout the day on Friday, really getting heavy at times. So get ready. Make sure you have your umbrellas, because around 1 to 2 inches of rainfall will be in the area, and some places will have around 3 inches of rainfall. Yes, you heard that right, folks. 3 inches of rainfall will be possible, and this is mostly going to be a 1 to 1 day and a half event. So most of that rain will be falling on Fridays. For snow, especially in the beginning of it, and then on the back end, a little bit of snowfall. We're looking at a couple of inches, especially up north. Here in town, though, it's going to get warm, so temperatures will keep all that snow up north and away from our region. Take a look at these temperatures, though. Our average should be around 33. 52 on Friday. It's going to feel like a fall day. Bring out those sweaters, but it's going to be very windy, so it's going to feel a lot chillier than that. Look what happens by Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Temperatures start to cool off once again. We're back on that roller coaster ride, back down. Temperatures will be hovering in those mid-20s Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering in those mid-teens. Increasing cloud cover, still some pretty calm winds at that. Our extended forecast outlook does show that heavy rain in the area on Friday, lingering snow showers on Saturday, a couple of flurries in the morning hours. Then on Sunday into Monday, we're going to see lots of sunshine. Cold temperatures, though, in those mid to upper 20s.
All righty, thanks so much, Conrad, and much more to come in sports after the break, so stay with us.
In recent years, we have seen many major shifts in the housing market. Maine Val has the experience and expertise to analyze these changes to provide a clear and accurate service for all your real estate appraisals. From estate and tax planning, divorce litigation, and other legal matters, we offer services to all our communities across the state of Maine. You do not have to navigate this turbulent market blindly. Trust in Maine Val's extensive experience to make highly informed decisions. Contact us today at 573-3222.
Did you know that Renewal by Andersen will replace your windows any time of the year and in any weather? Made with our exclusive Fibrix material, which is vastly superior to vinyl, never needs painting, and resists warping and bowing. We custom build your replacement windows in the USA and back them with the nation's best warranty. Call Renewal by Andersen for your free consultation. Don't miss this money-saving deal with great financing. Installation is always included. Call now.
The evolution of technology has made it easier than ever to buy things online, but trusting online distributors to deliver quality product can be a challenge, especially with jewelry. That's why you go to Quality Jewelers. Here at Quality Jewelers, our team of experts tirelessly compare tens of thousands of products from vendors all over the world and choose the best ones at the best price point to make sure you get the best deal. When it's time for you to make that important purchase, trust the team at Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated at Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
If you're looking for gluten-free, vegan, or all-natural sweet treats, check out the Whole Grain Bake Shop, now located at 231 North Main Street in Brewer, offering a variety of treats made without chemicals, preservatives, or synthetic dyes, all high quality, all natural, and organic. Everything is fresh, made from scratch, and delicious.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with some basketball. After winning a gold medal overseas this summer, USA Basketball has named Newport's Cooper Flagg their Male Athlete of the Year. Flagg, who was playing at Montverde this season, helped the Nokomis boys basketball to their first gold ball in program history back in February. Then he was named to the USA's U17 team, where he helped them to a 7-0 record and a FIBA World Cup in July. He joins a pretty prestigious list of basketball greats who have won the award. Ever heard of Kevin Durant? He won in 2021. Michael Jordan and LeBron James have both won as well. He's also the youngest player to ever win it, celebrating his 16th birthday on Wednesday. James Michael McAdoo also won the award at 16 in 2009. Might have buried the lead there. Happy birthday, Cooper and Ace. All right, let's head up to Orono High School right now. Ruth White has already made tons of history so far in her cross-country career, and she just returned from being the first Maine runner to compete in the Champs Cross-Country Nationals race, placing 17th overall in the nation. And she says the experience was something else.
It was just an incredible experience overall. Got to meet elite athletes. I got to meet other runners from all over the country that have like the same passion and drive as me. A lot that are faster than me, which is really motivating. And it was just a really fun experience to like race with all of them and be in the middle to the back of the pack. Just something different and a good challenge.
White, who is just a junior, has won back-to-back New England championships. She also helped her team to back-to-back state titles. And the Orono, as a high school, finished top 10 in New England's this year. Believe it or not, White tells me her goal is to get even faster for her senior season, but says if not for the support from everyone in her circle, she wouldn't be where she is today.
I think just like generally the support of so many people, that includes like my family, coaches, the community, is just support in general.
Congratulations to Ruth. It's a blast watching her compete. Let's stay with some high school sports right now. Big hockey night on Wednesday up here. 3 games in the area, so we'll kick things off at Sawyer Arena. St. Dom Saints in Bangor, they are taking on the Rams. Bangor looking for their first win of the year, and they would come out of the gates hot. Marc-Andre Perron gets the steal in the offensive zone, puts it in the back of the net to break things open. That makes it 1-0. Rams again on the attack here. It's Michael Moscone taking on 3 defenders. Nice move to get a shot off, but an even nicer glove save by Jaden Lynn. Moscone would score again, though. Rams up 2-0 now, and Perron again gets the steal and again finds the net. That's going to make it 3-0. And then in the second period, Zach Lundquist, nice move here to score on the backhand. Bangor dominates. They win this one 5-1. All right, now for some girls action. At Penobscot Ice Arena, Pioneers against the Black Tigers. Let's go right to the third period. Pioneers up 2-1, but the Tigers' Katie Berard sneaks it past Mariah Kuhn to tie things up at 2. Under a minute later, it's Megan Delahanty. Her shot off the post. Paige Oakes cleans it up. Pioneers take the lead back. 3-2 now, Penobscot. Under a minute later, again, Emma McNeil here. A nice wrister right into the back of the net. Her second goal of the night makes it 4-2 Pioneers. And finally, a minute 30 to go. Delahanty makes up for her earlier miss. She makes it 5-2. That is the final. Pioneers move to 3-2 on the year. And the nightcap. Penobscot or in the nightcap, Old Town Orono boys hockey against Brewer at Penobscot. Both goalies flashing the leather early. Nice glove save by OTO's Brock Parks, and right at the end of the period, Brewers' Ethan Hanscom, one of his own, to keep the score 0-0 after one. But that would change with 13 left in the second. Brewers' Dom Stetcher with the slapper past Parks. That gets the Witches on the board, makes it 1-0. Just a minute later, Grady Venetestein, he fakes the shot, takes the shot, and makes the shot. 2-0 Witches. OTO would answer with 2 later, but Brewer would add one more from Venetestein. They win 3-2. That's their first win of the season as well. All right, let's go back up to Orono now. A big day for Maine football. They announced 13 recruits as part of their early signing class period and 2 of their own. We'll start with Cape Elizabeth's Nick Laughlin. He had a big day. Not only was he named one of 3 finalists for the Fitzpatrick Award, he also signed his national letter of intent to become a Black Bear next fall, continue his career with Jordan Stevens and the University of Maine.
I mean, I'm excited to represent Maine, play for it with some pride with Maine across the 207. So I kind of just fell in love with all the coaches are great guys, and they had me and my mom up 2 weekends ago, and they treated us well, and it was a great time.
Joining Nick in Orono next season will be Wells star kicker Michael Lewinsky, who signed his NLI to attend UMaine earlier as well. Warriors captain, who has a very strong leg, averaged close to 40 yards a punt, and hit on 94% of his extra points. Congratulations to them, wishing them luck up in Orono. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyu.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Planning your holiday meals and parties? Don't forget about visiting W.A. Bean & Sons in Bangor, just minutes from the Broadway exit in the Beaumark Industrial Park. Come see why W.A. Bean was voted best butcher shop in Bangor as you get your filet strips of ribeyes custom cut by professional butchers. Try one of their famous honey glazed spiral hams or smoked turkey or chicken. Open on site Monday through Friday. Maine products made by Maine people. W.A. Bean & Sons. Quality meats since 1860.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. Not sure what the weather will be in your neck of the woods, but there's a 100% chance of Luke showing up near you. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes throughout Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Hurts and the Eagles, Dak and the Cowboys in one of the biggest games of the year. Saturday, Christmas Eve on Fox.
Welcome back. Avatar director James Cameron is considering rebooting one of his old franchises. The John Wick spin-off Ballerina expands its cast and more. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
This ring means commitment. Where the hell's the ring?
Yeah. An all-star rom-com, Byrne's new gig, and the Machines may rise again in the Hollywood nation.
You're dead, honey.
The Terminator franchise might be back. Legendary filmmaker James Cameron revealed on the Smartless podcast that discussions for a reboot are taking place. Nothing has been decided, but Cameron says that if he does make another film, he would focus on, quote, the AI side of it, than bad robots gone crazy. Cameron directed and co-wrote both 1984's The Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and returned to the franchise to produce 2019's Terminator Dark Fate. Gabriel Byrne is joining the world of John Wick. The two-time Emmy Award nominee and Golden Globe winner will star in the spin-off film Ballerina. He'll play alongside Ana de Armas, who leads as a skilled assassin seeking vengeance against the killers of her family. Details regarding his character have yet to be revealed.
You've got one day to tell me we're on the road to somewhere.
And several major Hollywood stars team up for a new romantic comedy in today's first looks. Vertical Entertainment released the trailer to Maybe I Do, featuring Diane Keaton, Richard Gere, Susan Sarandon, William H. Macy, and Emma Roberts. The film centers on a young couple who is trying to figure out the next step in their relationship and decide to plan a dinner for their parents. But the gathering takes a drastic turn when they discover their parents already know each other. The film arrives in theaters January 27th.
We did this to them?
Mostly you.
In Hollywood, Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
People in Sweden are putting their baking and decorating skills to the test in the 15th annual Christmas Gingerbread House competition. Take a look. The competition was held at the Stockholm Museum of Architecture and Design. The theme for this year's event, Around the Corner. Many of the entries use literacy themes, including the winner, which was based on Astrid Lindgren's Pippi Longstocking. Other entries included robots, Ferris wheels, and a gingerbread version of Pac-Man. Very creative stuff. A pet turtle steals the show as the flower girl at her owner's wedding. The nearly 25-year-old turtle colors dazzled the 150 guests, strutting for part of the aisle before her owner, the groom, Paul McDonald, joined her for the rest of the walk. McDonald says he knew Colors was excited about the role because she kept her head out of the shell the entire time. McDonald rescued Colors from a busy parking lot when he was just 8 years old, and they've been together ever since. That is such a sweet story right there, and so cute that they've been together all that time. All right, well, that's all we have for you for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.
Hi, I'm Angelina Mucci.
And I'm Andy Mucci of Family Fun Bowling Center.
When we want to know the weather, we go to foxbangor.com.
Celebrating our 50th anniversary year, Family Fun Bowling Center has 20 lanes of 10-pin bowling at its best.
Check one, check two. The store's appearance may have changed throughout the years, but its dedication to our community and families has not wavered. We will still welcome you with a smile and top-notch service. If you need coffee,
check.
Tasty treats,
Check.
freshly made pizza, check. Or wine and spirits,
Check.
stop by and fill up your tank and check us out.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back